Well, it's like Christmas time every single week in this household this time of year. It's flannel season, which means one thing. Hunting season is right around the corner. It's mid-September. Actually, bear season just started here, but deer is going to start October 1st, so we're about 3 weeks out or so. But I just received my new Cruzr Escape Pack in the mail, and I wanted to do a quick video on some of the specs, the features, and what to expect if you were looking for a new pack, a day pack for hunting. So first I'll start with the specs. This thing comes in just under 4 pounds. It's roughly 14 by 19 inches, 14 inches wide and 19 inches tall, totaling about 1900 cubic inches, which is just about the perfect size as far as I'm concerned. I was currently running the Trophy Line Case pack, which is a little bit, the footprint of that pack is a little bit bigger, and I really just wanted something a touch smaller for the shorter trips, especially when it comes to saddle hunting. This thing was purpose built by Cruzr for saddle hunting. Not that you couldn't use it for other things, but it seems to be, to me, just about the perfect pack as far as saddle hunting goes. And I'm going to get into some of the reasons why I think that in a minute, but this is the new bottomland that they just came out with. There are 4 color options on the website. You can get, they have a scree camo, which is actually pretty cool looking. I could have picked up the scree or some of the solid. They have 2 solid color options, bottomland camo, and then the scree camo option as well. Could have picked that up at the show. They didn't have bottomland yet. So this is brand new. They just got them in, and I think I was one of the first ones to get one, and I'm excited for it. I love bottomland. I'm a sucker for bottomland all the time. So I waited a few weeks for it. I had gone to the Mobile Hunter Expo, got my hands on the pack, played around with it a little bit, and realized, yeah, I think I want to try that. They had a show special going on, so I got it a little bit cheaper, but you can expect to pay between, I think it's about $170 to $195 right now on the website, depending a little bit more if you go with the camo option, and a little bit less if you go with one of their solid color options, which they have, I think, green and brown, and they're both actually really nice colors as well. So I went with the bottomland camo. Super stoked for this. I think it's going to be a great addition to for my saddle hunting setup this year. And let me go through some of the features, and first impressions, I guess, of why I bought it and what I think of it. It seems, really well made, so I want to kind of chat about that as well. But, first impressions are really positive on this thing. It seems to be, like I said, about the perfect size for me. It's comfortable. It's soft. It's a really nice soft material, which means that it's kind of quiet, and I believe it's actually treated, so it's water repellent as well. It just seems to be really well made as well. I'm pretty excited about that. I haven't had any issues as far as, buckles coming apart, going back together, that type of thing. It seems really well done, so I'm really excited for that. Some of the features of this, I'll get into that now, is a lot of different features, but there's straps. As you can see, this thing has straps for the straps. It has all kinds of straps. It's got the 2 bottom compression straps, if you wanted to put your sticks, extra layer of clothing, a coat down here, maybe even a tripod for your camera equipment. You could cinch that down on the bottom if you really wanted to. I probably won't use this myself a whole lot. I usually put my sticks vertically with the pack. On the side, I run 4 sticks, 2 on each side typically. But I know that if I wanted to, I could put them on the bottom here and hold them tight right there. Then it has a bunch of compression straps all down the side, as well as your water bottle holders on each side. Or you could even maybe fit camera equipment in here. If you had a small camera arm, you could definitely fit that right in here as well. But it's nice that it's got all the different compression straps here as well. Now that kind of leads me to the kidney belt or the hip belt, and they're very nice padded. I had mentioned how comfortable it was. It's got probably like EVA foam or something inside, and then you'll see on the back here, it also has a bunch of different really soft padded spots, but they're also breathable. So that's nice if you're hunting in warmer weather, or if you got a long walk in and you're gonna sweat, this will allow it to breathe a little bit as well. So that's kind of nice. The straps have D loops as well, so if there's anything that you wanted to attach on here, you could, you know, a GPS maybe, you know, something of that nature, whatever you wanted. So that's kind of a cool feature too. The other thing with the kidney belts is they have packs or pockets inside of themselves, and there's actually 2 pockets. They have the initial small pocket and then one bigger pocket on the top of the kidney belt as well, and both of those have the same thing. So you have, you know, right at your disposal, you could have something on each side that you could grab, you know, if you were walking in and needed anything, you could have it right there, which is kind of nice. So that's the overall of that part of the pack, but I'm going to flip it around now and kind of talk about how the straps work. And this other, this is one of the coolest features that I thought. I really like this aspect of it, is this flip down pouch. Now, I was running the Trophy Line K's, which is a very similar setup to this, and it kind of had a pouch. But one thing that makes this very different is this magnetic. It's just attached by magnets, and then it has a zipper where you can actually zip this pack off. So if you wanted to take this off, put this in the tree with you and leave the rest of the pack at the bottom, you certainly could do that. If you wanted to take this pack off and just, I don't think it's big enough to fit around your waist. It's definitely not, but you could attach it to another pack or whatever you wanted to do. You could definitely get this around a small tree or hook it, because it does have some webbing loops in the back here. So if you threw a hook on here or had a hook on your strap around the tree, you could attach this pack right there, or obviously with this too, you could just put it right on there. So that's a really cool feature there, and that honestly, it just zips right back on. So that's nice. And then the magnet sticks right back on there. Really cool feature. And this has its own pockets as well as webbing, the looping. So you can attach whatever you want on the front of this. It's got a nice little pocket on the front, and then the inner, it has multiple pockets on the inside. It's got 2, it's got the main pocket, and then it has 1 big pocket on the front, 2 separated pockets on the back, and then the middle section that you could put whatever you wanted in there. So, you know, I might have a grunt call, rangefinder, whatever, and just bring this into the tree in front of me instead of having the whole backpack, which sometimes can get in your way if you don't set it exactly where it should be. I know that I've done that in the past where I've had a pack kind of in the way in the tree. This little thing definitely would be a lot easier to get out of the way. So that's definitely a cool feature there. So I'm going to attach that back on and show you the other piece that I didn't mention. Is this has laser cut MOLLE loops. So you could put whatever you need through there as well if you wanted to attach anything else, as well as another small pocket right there for little things. I always usually put like a pen and my license in case I need to fill out tags or anything. That's a nice little spot for that. Things that you don't access all the time, that's normally what I do there. Now, that leads us to the inside. This thing has plenty of space. Like I said, it's about 1900 cubic inches. It's got a big, I guess it'd be like an elastic pouch that a lot of packs have, where you could slide something down in the back there, you know, camera arm. Sometimes I even put my water bottles back there so that they're not on the outside of the pack. Snacks, if you want to separate things. A lot of times I'll throw my food or something in the back here so I know exactly where it is, and I don't need easy access to it, but I can get to all the main gear here. And that kind of leads me to this, is this folds down as well really nicely. So if you were to have this in the tree in front of you, it can fold right down, so you have access, and you have a little pouch that you can use if you need to. It's kind of nice. It's got all kinds of different things. If you really needed access to that, you could fold it right down and have it right in front of you, which is pretty nice as well. One other feature that I haven't mentioned is this aluminum back band that they have inside of here, and it's kept inside of here just in it's just a little slot, and it's velcroed in, but you can pop it right out. It's actually just a piece of aluminum, and it kind of bends to your back, but it keeps the rigidity of the pack, which is kind of nice. I folded this down a little bit when it came in the mail. It was bent quite a bit more, so I folded it back a little bit just for comfort. You don't have to have that in there either if you don't want it in there, but they say it will definitely help if you put more weight in the pack. It's going to help with the rigidity, but I'll probably leave it in there just because, and it doesn't add any weight. This thing weighs nothing. It's like a 15-inch, 16-inch piece of aluminum, so just slides right down in there really simply, and then you just Velcro that back down, which is pretty cool. So overall, I'm really excited for this pack. Those are all the features. If you have any questions on anything, feel free to comment down below. I'd be happy to answer any questions, but I'm really excited to get this thing out in the woods because the season is coming really fast, and I just can't wait to use it. I think that it's going to be a lot more comfortable than my previous pack, and I guess time will tell as far as that goes, but overall, I don't think you can really go wrong if you're looking for a saddle pack. I don't see a lot of people talking about this pack, and I'm not really sure why. I've seen a couple videos online about it. I think they came out with it quite a while ago. I know this Bottomland is a new color, I believe, but the pack overall seems to be made well. The price seems right. Everything about it just seems right for saddle hunting. So if there is something why people don't like it, I'm not sure what it is off the top of my head. I guess maybe I'll find that out as I use it throughout the season, but I just can't see any issues with this, and I can't foresee any issues coming with this. The only negative that I would maybe say is it's a touch small. I usually carry a bag for my camera and slide that into my backpack. It's a touch small to do that. However, I've been talking about trying to get away from that because it's kind of pointless to carry an extra pack inside of my pack just for durability reasons and, you know, safety reasons on the camera is why I do that. But I think I'm going to try to run this without that extra pack, and it will fit perfectly fine. There's plenty of space inside for that. I run a Canon camcorder that's not very big, but it's big enough, and especially with the external microphone. So I think that it's way more than enough space for the average person, and honestly it's probably more than enough space for me as long as I figure my stuff out and get it a little more. I just gotta iron out the details of how I'm gonna get my camera in here and feel comfortable about putting it just directly in the pack with no other padding around it. But that padding on the back makes me feel a little bit better. I think that it's gonna be pretty safe in there. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll catch you on the next one.